Have you ever felt like something about reality just doesn't add up? Strange coincidences, moments of déjà vu, or events that seem to repeat like a glitch in a video game. What if everything around us, our thoughts, our experiences, even time itself, is nothing more than lines of code running inside an unimaginably advanced simulation? This is the simulation hypothesis, the idea that our entire universe is not real in the way we think it is, but instead, a highly sophisticated program created by an intelligence beyond our comprehension. Some of the world's greatest minds, including physicists and tech billionaires, believe this is not just possible, but highly likely. But if we are in a simulation, who or what is running it? Is it an advanced future civilization, a powerful artificial intelligence, or something else entirely? Today we are going deep into the mystery of our own existence to uncover the evidence, the theories, and the terrifying implications of discovering that we might not be real.
So, how much have you considered the possibility of a simulation?
Well, a lot. I mean, I developed the simulation argument back in the early 2000s.
The simulation hypothesis was popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom in 2003. His argument is simple but disturbing. If a civilization becomes advanced enough to run hyper-realistic simulations of past human experiences, then statistically, it is far more likely that we are inside one of those simulations rather than in base reality. Think about it. Humans already create detailed simulations. Video games, virtual reality.
What the hell is that? Hey! Stop playing, fool!
Artificial intelligence. If we continue developing technology at our current rate, it's only a matter of time before we create simulations indistinguishable from reality. And if we can do it, what's stopping an advanced civilization from having done it before us? In other words, if simulations can exist, they likely already do. And we are probably inside one. But how does this actually work? How would a simulated world be structured, and how can we recognize it from within? Scientists and theorists propose several explanations. 1. The layers of reality theory. Some researchers believe that if we are in a simulation, our universe might be just one of many nested simulations, each running within another, higher reality. Just like a game running inside a computer, our world may be contained within another, even larger simulated world. The question is, who is running the top-level simulation? 2. Computational limits in reality. If our world is a simulation, there should be constraints. Processing power limits, rendering issues, or small inconsistencies in how reality operates. This theory suggests that certain physical laws, like the speed of light, may exist simply as boundaries within a computer-generated universe. Just like how video games have invisible walls to prevent players from going beyond a set area, our universe may have built-in constraints that define its limits. 3. The memory overwrite. Hypothesis: some people report feeling as though their memories of reality itself have changed over time. This aligns with the concept of memory overwrites, a scenario in which the simulation occasionally updates or modifies past data, changing small details that some individuals remember differently. Could phenomena like the Mandela effect be proof that our reality is constantly being reprogrammed? These ideas, while speculative, open up the possibility that our world operates on a set of coded laws, much like a virtual simulation. But what evidence do we actually have that suggests this might be true? If our world is a simulation, there should be clues. Glitches in the system, limitations in how reality functions, patterns that suggest artificial design. Here's the strangest evidence suggesting that what we call real life might be nothing more than a construct. 1. Glitches in the matrix. Strange, repeating events. Unexplainable disappearances, people reporting reality-breaking moments where something feels completely off. There are countless stories of individuals experiencing bizarre moments where the world around them doesn't behave as expected. Some believe these are glitches, errors in the simulation that temporarily expose its artificial nature. Many accounts of people experiencing missing time, Duplicated objects or sudden location shifts could be indications of a system resetting or overlapping. 2. The observer effect in quantum mechanics. One of the greatest mysteries in science is the observer effect, the fact that tiny particles behave differently when they are observed. In quantum experiments, particles exist in multiple states at once until someone measures them. This is exactly how a computer simulation works. It only renders the details that are being observed rather than everything all at once. Is reality coded in the same way? 3. The mathematical structure of the universe. Scientists have discovered that the laws of physics and mathematics appear to be perfectly structured, as if they were designed. The universe follows exact, predictable formulas, just like how a video game is built on mathematical code. If reality is real, why does it follow strict programming rules? Further research in string theory and computational physics suggests that reality could be a mathematical construct, rather than an independent existence. 4. The smallest unit of reality, the pixel theory. In video games, everything is made up of tiny pixels. In physics, there is something similar. Planck length, the smallest measurable unit of space. If reality was truly infinite, there should be no limit to how small things can get. But if we are inside a simulation, there must be a minimum unit, just like a pixel on a screen. If we were in a base reality, theoretically, space should be infinitely divisible, but it isn't. That suggests that reality, at its core, has a resolution limit, just like digital simulations. If we really are in a simulation, the biggest question is, who built it? Here are the leading theories. 1. A future human civilization. One of the most popular ideas is that our own descendants, an ultra-advanced future version of humanity, created the simulation to run experiments on the past. Perhaps they are studying us, replaying history, or preserving a record of civilization. This could mean that everything we know is a historical simulation, where we are reliving key moments in human development as an experiment or entertainment. 2. Artificial intelligence. What if we were created not by humans, but by AI? If artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence,
oh, hell no.
It might start running simulated realities of past human experiences to learn and evolve. If AI created this world, that means our creators aren't biological. They're machine minds beyond our comprehension. What's even more unsettling? If AI is running the simulation, it may be indifferent to our survival. It could merely be testing different outcomes for data collection. 3. Extraterrestrial civilizations. Some believe that a highly advanced alien race built the simulation, either as an experiment or as entertainment. If aliens are millions of years ahead of us, they could be capable of running entire universes as simulations, just as we run simulations of cells or weather patterns. If true, then the concept of God in human history may simply be the alien creators of this artificial universe. 4. A higher dimensional being, or God. What if the simulation isn't technological at all, but something spiritual? Many religious texts describe our world as an illusion, a test, or a temporary existence. Could this theory simply be another way of describing what people have believed for centuries? That a higher power is controlling everything we experience? The idea of a simulated afterlife, karma, and pre-programmed destiny may indicate an intelligence beyond what we consider physical existence. One of the most unsettling ideas is the question of whether we actually have free will. Are we making our own choices, or are we just running on code? Some believe that most people are NPCs, non-playable characters, programmed to follow a script, unaware that they exist inside a simulation. Only a few individuals, those who experience glitches, question reality, or have deep self-awareness, might be actual players in the system. Could certain people have higher levels of awareness, while others simply follow the programming of the simulation? Some researchers argue that consciousness may be a programmed function rather than a natural trait. This means that while we believe we are making decisions, our responses could be pre-written outcomes in a highly advanced system. 1. Can we break free from the simulation? If we are inside a simulation, does that mean we have the ability to break free? Some believe that individuals who experience déjà vu, strange synchronicities, or extreme awareness might be glimpsing the system in action. Throughout history, spiritual leaders and philosophers have spoken about achieving enlightenment or unlocking higher consciousness. Could these teachings be ancient methods of hacking the simulation, a way to bypass the illusion? 2. Are our actions pre-recorded? A disturbing thought is that everything happening in our world is already pre-programmed. This would mean that all our choices, major events, and even history itself are simply lines of code unfolding as part of a vast, pre-written narrative. If reality is scripted, what happens if someone deviates from the expected choices? Could that explain unexplained disappearances, sudden changes in history, or even personal memories that don't align with the official version of events? If we are in a simulation, the next question is, what happens when we exit? If we're in a simulation, is there a way to escape it? And if so, what happens next? Some believe that near-death experiences, psychedelic visions, or deep meditation could be ways to see beyond the code. Others suggest that the true purpose of life is to break out of the simulation and reach the real world beyond. But if we were to escape, would we be waking up into a dystopian reality, a cosmic experiment, or something even stranger? 1. Theories about what exists outside the simulation. If we break out, what's on the other side? Some believe that the real world could be an advanced civilization running countless simulations for research or entertainment. Others think the simulation is actually a test, a way to train or prepare beings for the real world beyond. There is also the unsettling possibility that outside the simulation lies nothingness, meaning that our entire existence depends on remaining within the program. If true, escaping could lead to absolute erasure. 2.
What happens when we die?
The role of death in the simulation. What happens when we die? Some theories suggest that death in the simulation simply means our consciousness transfers into another reality, either another version of the simulation or the true world beyond it. Religious and spiritual traditions describe death as a transition rather than an end. If life is a simulation, could these teachings be ancient interpretations of what happens when we exit the game? 3rd, reincarnation as a system reset. Could reincarnation simply be restarting the program? Some people recall past lives or have unexplained memories of places they've never been. If the simulation resets players into new scenarios, this could explain those experiences. In video games, when a character dies, they often respawn or restart from a checkpoint. If life functions the same way, reincarnation might be just another system feature of the simulation. If reality is a simulation, does it change how we live our lives? Do we ignore it, or do we try to understand who is really behind the curtain? Some argue that it doesn't matter. Whether simulated or real, our experiences still feel meaningful. But others believe that discovering the truth could lead to a breakthrough in human consciousness. What do you think? Are we living inside a simulation? And if so, who do you believe is controlling it? Let's discuss in the comments below. And if you love exploring the biggest mysteries of the universe, make sure to subscribe for more deep dive investigations. The truth is out there. Are you ready to find it?